Alright, so I got 2.5 of the 8 K-member bolts in. So the car is back lifted up. And here we are looking at this. It looks fine right now, but I'm going to pull the rest of the clutch off. I'm going to pull the flywheel off. I'll get the dust shield off. I'll sit the flywheel on the ground just as a janky ass, oh my god, this is, or flat type deal. And I'm probably going to send the clutch back out to Ram to see if they could find anything wrong with it. I don't know if I'm going to order a new clutch yet or not. Kind of depends on when the K-member is going to get here. Or, sorry, not the K-member, the bell housing. My mind's a little bit blown. If you guys have any inches for me, that'd be pretty nice because I've never seen anything like this before. This is a flywheel. Flywheel's super tight. I mean, it's got some heat spots in it, but I race the car and I don't drive it nice. So that makes sense. Everything looks normal. So the clutch doesn't look too bad. I mean, this plate has like 500 miles on it. It's got some slippage on the outer, but not on the inner, so I don't know what that means. But besides that, everything looks super normal. Mid-plate heat spots, like I just said, pretty normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. And it's flat. Other clutch, more miles on it. It does have the fibers on this side that are kind of weird, but I don't think that little bit of fiber would cause that much vibration. All the springs look fine. Splines look fine. Don't see an issue with that. And this is a pressure plate. Same dealy, where it seems just dandy. We'll even flip this clutch over. This is the only thing that seems like it maybe has a little bit of play. Move it over here. And it was just the floor. There's basically no play in this. There's like the littlest tiny bit of little hobble to it. So that's definitely not it either. So maybe the transmission just came loose, but it definitely did not feel like it was loose. There's like that little bit of play in the input shaft. Not a lot. That is it. It is a little clunky. That's all it's got. That's pretty much everything. Alright, so it's my motherfucking birthday, and UPS, FedEx, whoever, decided to bring me my birthday present, which is my motherfucking Quicktime Bellhousing. Hell yeah. That's, I don't know what I did with my knife because I was drinking too much and lost that. So I'm gonna use that file, which seems to work pretty fucking mint. My dog's gonna get in the way. Say hi to Gracie. Yeah, she's real interested. She's like, oh, this looks fancy. Oh man, I got bolts. That's good. I didn't think it was gonna come with bolts, so that's pretty sweet. And it is threaded right here, so it'll fit right on that son bitch. And I'm guessing that the other holes, these guys right here and that one, are probably for the non-Magnum T56s. I could be wrong though. I'm wrong quite a bit. But let's look at the difference in Bella. That motherfucker is tiny. compared to that thing. So I'm hoping for good things. Alright, I got scared for a second because I didn't see the dust shield. But, oh, I got stickers! Oh yeah, I need to put more stickers on everything. Now that I have a shop that I'm probably going to keep for a while. So I got my screws, I got my backing plate right here. It looks pretty nice. You see I had to cut that into that guy. I did cut like a giant hole, but that was all custom just to make it fit, because that's all from the 4.6 stuff and it's super old. So that's all cut out, and I'm not gonna throw that on quite yet. I'm probably not gonna work on this because, like I said, it is my birthday, and the governor decided that he was gonna open up restaurants just for me. So I'm gonna go drink some beer. But I'm gonna put this up real quick to see if it will slide in past the headers with the engine pretty loose. Because that's gonna decide, well, be a key deciding factor if I use my old clutch or not. Because I gotta try to clean it out because it looks like it has oil on it. It looks pretty shitty. So I kind of want to use it to be the deciding factor if that was my vibration or not, because it very well could be with where is it, with all this flaring on it. And then I'm also like, well, how did that happen? I'm trying to look what it would hit possibly, and so these edges are a little rough right here. My dog wants to lick my face. Oh, I think I found it. Maybe. No, that's cut out. Perfect. I don't know why there's two of them. But those are cut out like they're supposed to because they're all the way around. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. But see all the oil from the front of the transmission? So I'm guessing it's a transmission problem. And hopefully I can get all the oil out of this clutch, because it's basically brand new, but it's filthy. Alright, I'll do a quick video after and let you guys know if this fits in or not. Right now, this is where I'm at. It's closer than the other one, we'll put it that way. But it's still pretty damn tight. But I think if I put it on the ground, I can use a floor jack to press it up through the headers and push the headers out. I'm already hitting the K-member, but I got a little bit of room right here, which will be more than enough room. Grace, don't stand under that. That could fall. So, very possible. You can see how I have it. I'll keep the update. You know, I really wish people would talk to each other, like all these swap companies, right? So most popular transmission, right, for Coyote swap doesn't fit. Headers fit the car beautifully, like super awesome. I have a New Edge transmission mount on this guy, but the Foxbody crossmember transmission mount fits like shit with all the headers that I had on the 4.6. So that's why I did that. But now you got the Moroso Coyote swap pan, right? Pan's super nice, but it doesn't clear the header. So I had to beat the thing in with the hammer to get it to clear. So you'd think, like, if they talked, they could just cut, you know, a 1/4 inch off of the oil pan and it fit great. Or they'd talk to BBK and BBK would just put a little tiny bend right there. Who knows? I don't know why they don't talk to each other, but I really wish they would. Also, before I forget, I gotta swap this pilot bearing because I don't know how much abuse it's had, but it's probably pretty shitty. So, yeah, I'm hopeful to not have to drop the engine back down. But I also fought the last one for 4 hours, so we'll see. Well, we're back to where we were before, except a lot worse, because now it hits the clutch right here. So my idea, which is probably pretty retarded, is to use the cherry picker and jack this up, because my transmission jack hasn't even shipped yet. I'm gonna jack this up like right here and see if I can't just push it past the headers. Probably won't work, and we'll end up having to drop the motor again. We'll see, I guess. Here's a moment of truth right here. This is my bright idea. We'll see if it actually works. Coming up with it. If I can get this damn pipe in. Alright. Not doing anything. Still moving the motor. Oh. We got movement. I think I'm picking the car up now. Yeah. Car is definitely getting picked up right there. We'll see. Oh yeah. Picking the whole car up. That's not working at all. Son of a bitch. Well, that's pretty much the amount of effort I was gonna put into it, so I'm gonna just drop the motor. Crawl into the car, and hopefully I can weasel this thing in and get the motor bolted back up pretty easily, instead of fighting with it for hours like I did with the last one, and I still ended up dropping it. So this is where we're at. Car is lifted up, engines dropped down as much as I could get it. I think what it hits on is the steering shaft, so it won't come down any lower than this. The jack is holding up the cradle, so it's not just hanging there loosely. Hopefully I don't die, and I'm gonna crawl under this guy and try to put this back in again. I might have to use a floor jack to jam it in, but hopefully it just slides in. We'll see. So you can see there's obviously a ton more room down here. Oh, I could probably sit you right there. That's probably halfway decent. Sick. Let's try to get this guy in. Oh. Hopeful. Oh yeah. Perfect. Well, that's not perfect. It looks like this thing is hitting the header right on the little starter hole. We could probably do a little pry bar action to work on that. I'm going to sit this in here. I'm going to bolt the cradle back in, that way I can lift it all the way up. That worked a lot better than I thought it would. Oh yeah. Cool beans. Well, the engine's back in and bolted. I'm not putting these in yet. I'll worry about that after. I did strip out one of the damn nuts over here, the factory nuts, so now I gotta order that from LMR. I tried to run it through backwards, and I blew a couple holes in my hand, and it went through, and then I put it right back in, and that stripped right back out again. So it's pretty perfect. So I'm gonna get this belt housing bolted up because it's already getting late, and I'm gonna call it a night because I don't really sleep, and it'd be pretty nice to sleep tonight. So I'm gonna do a little PSA for BBK. This top tube right here is what's fucking everything up. If this top tube right here was up, it's got so much damn room, right? It could run right across here and be perfectly fine. But for some reason they put it in super fucking tight, even though this one sits way up right next to the fucking firewall. This one's way the hell down over in fucking left field, and I can't even get the bell housing to bolt up with this header right there, because the starter housing, which is probably oversized for no goddamn reason, is hitting this tube that's way over here for no goddamn reason. It's just like this pan. Like, there's no reason why this tube couldn't be moved over an inch and then the pan would clear perfectly. Nothing fits. None of these guys talk to each other, and literally nothing fits at all. And these are all swap parts. Granted, not the bell housing, but everybody puts a 6-speed in these cars, so you think that they're fit. It doesn't make any sense to me that popular oil pan doesn't fit with the popular headers, and then it makes it basically impossible to do a clutch. But I think I could still do a clutch without pulling the motor now that the bell housing's in, because I can pull this out like that, and then I can slide the clutch through here, which I did that before the other bell housing. So if the clutch is bad, I'll be able to change it. But this is bullshit, because now I gotta figure out how to dent that header from here just like 1/8 of an inch. That's all it needs, so I can put this on the dowel and bolt it in. I got this thing clearanced out. You can probably see that I had to bang it in quite a bit, and I didn't really bang it. I used the pry bar. Well, I banged the pry bar in with the hammer between the two and then started prying at it. So it will fit now, but I gotta clean up the dowels, because the dowels are all banged up from putting the other bell housing on a bunch of times. So yeah, that's not ideal. I think Hot Rod Magazine or somebody did a big article about denting headers and how much it affects them. So you really don't want to be doing that shit. But these are also the cheapest headers you can buy. So they fit good in the car. They just don't fit good around the transmission. But it doesn't hit the steering shaft, which used to be a big thing, and it doesn't hit the firewall or anything. I think it actually hits the Maximum Motorsport K-member right here. Yeah, I had to dent that. I don't know if you can see that, but I had to dent that because it was hitting there. Which again is probably one of the most popular swap K-members besides the UPR. So yeah, nothing really fits. I'd say BBK really has to do some updates to their headers, and these headers are only 2 years old, so they've been around for 4 or 5 years before I even got them, and they still just fit like shit. So yeah, and I did the VHT coating on these guys to coat them, and ceramic coat them, because I was too cheap to pay BBK like the $200, and it literally flaked off the second I started the motor. So they're just the normal BBK headers. Yeah, you can see up there real good where it flaked off. So the VHT coating is not fantastic either, at least over a chrome header, which I did sand them and it still didn't work. So just make sure you can take that with a grain of salt, but it is what it is, and probably don't want to do that. I really gotta fix that power steering line because it's leaking pretty bad. It's fine, keep it topped off. Alright, I'm done for the night. It's like 9 o'clock, so I'll get back to it tomorrow, and hopefully I can get this transmission in. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been kind of slow, but not every project's nice and easy like the show on all the big TV shows. So it's going to take a little bit to get this thing going, and nothing's really easy. So make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the little bell button. I don't even know where it is. Do all those things. Help me out. That way I can keep making these videos for you guys.